Robin Williams, North Charleston Coliseum, 2013.
Good morning, Vietnam! Smile, my boy. It's sunrise.
Yesterday I did a couple of videos on when the Grammys came to Madison Square Garden in 2003, and in going back the old footage, one of the things that I realized was that year Robin Williams won the Grammy for Spoken Word Album, and I watched his acceptance speech, and here it is.
I also want to thank Chris Rock, who said, get your old ass out on the road. Thank you, Chris. God bless you. I also want to say to Marty DiMartino,
So this is Martin DiMartino.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robin Williams.
Now, Martin was Robin's right-hand man. They were amazing friends. They worked together since, I believe, the 90s. And he was his audio guy. He was his road manager. And whenever Robin went on tour, Martin went with him. But when he wasn't on tour with Robin, he was a stagehand at Madison Square Garden. So over the years, I got to know Martin really well. We even did a golf outing trip down to Florida with a whole group of people once. And he's just a great guy, really good to know. And when Robin Williams went on tour in 2013, he did a stop at the North Charleston Coliseum, and it just so happened that we happened to be down in Folly Beach at the time. That we met up with Martin and we went backstage and everything was super chill. A comedy show is so much easier than doing anything with rock and roll. Not only less people to deal with, no band gear, like it's a way easier tour to do. So it was super chill backstage, and we went into their crew catering, and we sat, and I think we just grabbed like a bottle of water, but Robin was in there eating at the time. And, so we saw him there, and I just thought, well, that was going to be it. Walked out of catering, and we just went in the hallway, and we were just hanging out with Martin, catching up with him, and out comes Robin, and he stopped to talk to us, and he was very soft-spoken. He asked us questions about ourselves, and we just had like a normal, like very casual conversation, and he was as sweet as he could be, very unassuming, and just a normal, regular person. So one of the things I thought about when I met Robin, and then obviously in the years since then, is just the many layers that a comedian has to their personality. Like, obviously his film career has been varied from, comedy to drama, and, his personality on screen and interviews is always larger than life. He's always bringing the jokes, right? And then when I met somebody who was like a very casual, gentle, soft-spoken person. I think about the story when Sharon Osbourne said that she was in bed with cancer, and Ozzy Osbourne was on tour, not even knowing Robin, called him up and said, my wife is giving up. Like, can you go to her? And he showed up at her door, crawled in bed with her, and told her jokes for over an hour, just because he was just such a giving person like that. And, obviously he had issues with depression when he passed away in 2014, when he took his life. The world really lost a treasure, when that happened. So, even though, we see people on screen, or even when we meet them in real life, you never really know sort of all the layers and the depth of what's really going on with them. But I can tell you that I'll always remember those few moments that we had where we just shared a conversation with Robin Williams.
She used to fart in her sleep. One night it was so loud it woke the dog up.
It's not your fault.
I had to go see about a girl. Son of a bitch. He stole my life.